Hello everybody, and welcome back to Shiny Hunting. You better not slide off, you freaking stupid tofu. You better not flop off. This is why we don't like tofu. Tofu is the food of the heathens. I hate tofu. I honestly despise tofu bricks in this game. I hate them. Thunders, how you doing? Trying to beat Violet. Yeah, it went crazy. Yeah, it did. It did go pretty crazy. Nah, it was something. It was indeed something. If you, two of my friends in the Penn State Club actually faced off against each other in there. Nope, did not get the sandwich power I needed. Hello, Aiden. Hello, B. How you doing, buddy? How you people doing? Bro, I was laughing when the juniors. The thing is, I didn't really watch any of it. I wasn't watching because like it's no longer the metagame that's active, and I was busy testing out my Regulation D team. Regulation D Mark III team. I'm now running Iron Bundle. Oh my god! Just doing the best Joseph Joestar moment. Just Joseph Joestar moment. The only star bases I didn't beat were the firefighting fairy, the triple F. So you have not beaten 3 of them. Fun. Mechanic. Yeah, I think those are the easy ones. Like, fighting is the most difficult one, because it's like the final thing you're supposed to do. The thing is, I didn't watch Nationals. I was testing my team, so I don't really know what happened. All I know is, like, the peripheral stuff my friends from the Penn State Club mentioned that, like, happened with them. It's like... It's reassuring to know that it's like, yeah, no, they go over to each other's houses when they're doing this, like, oh yeah, you're coming over. Yeah, there's a place over near where I am because we're from a lot of us from across the country. It's like, yeah, if there's one nearby, you can like stay at my house. It's like, it's awesome. It's so wholesome. It's like the guys in the club are just some of the most genuinely wholesome people I have ever met. They are wholesome beings. And it's why, if there is ever a regional nearby, I want to go because I want to see them again. It'll be great to go fight them, but also just like see them again. It's a fun fact. The senior Owen, my first ever opponent. Nice. Whoa! Wow, was popping off when he went fun. Delightful, delightful, delightful. All right, sandwiches on. Fast as the wind, the sandwiching has begun. And yes, today is going to be a probably predominantly normal type hunt day. Probably. I've got no clue exactly what I'm going to be hunting for, like, everything. Because, like, there's just a lot of stuff to hunt today. There's a lot of stuff we gotta hunt. Forehead moment. Hi, Kayla. Hi, Kayla. I'm not spoon-fed. If I was spoon-fed, Kayla, I would be getting a shiny right now. But look, there's no shiny. So, I am conclusively not spoon-fed. We can all conclusively agree I'm not spoon-fed. So, get wrecked. Get wrecked. Spoon. We need a game plan. What game plan? For what, B? What game plan? But yeah, so far, I'm working on my Regulation D team, the 3rd incarnation of it. I'm a big fan of Iron Bundle. But the Regulation D has given me a hatred of the genies. We're probably going to be doing TOTK every Tuesday. Because it's like, now, Tornadus has one of the best support kits, and also, like, really, really good damage. It's like, why? Why? I love my Univa stuff, but, like, man, that thing is too strong. But I've also, that dude, I have also, from the team, retired Murkrow. Murkrow is now off the team. I was originally planning on using Mega Steelix on my team, then I realized there's another ground-type Mega I've never used. But what ground-type Megas are there? Because, like, it's at the point, I don't need Tailwind anymore. Because I've got a better answer than Tailwind for things. Well, episode what? Like, episode 8 went up today, or episode... I think it was episode 8 went up today. I think there's only 2 more. Now, keep in mind, Mudkip, the final episode is not the full thing of me doing After Alterna. There's a different thing. Oh, Radical Red, Sandaconda. Right, that makes sense. Steelix and... Yeah, probably. I know that with Radical Red, they turned Dynamax and Gigantamaxes into Megas, because it just made it easier for the coding. That I did know. Do 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 do. Well, the present team is Urshifu Rapid Strike. It's Urshifu Rapid Strike, Flutter Mane, Iron Bundle. Yeah, Flutter Mane, Iron Bundle, Urshifu. Amoonguss, Heatran, and Amoonguss, Heatran, Iron Bundle, Urshifu. Amoonguss, Heatran, Iron Bundle, Urshifu, Fluttermane. What the hell is the last member of the team? I cannot for the life of me think of what the final member of the damn team is. What the fuck is the team? Fluttermane, Urshifu, Amoonguss, Heatran, Regieleki, that's the last one on the team. Regieleki. Because I just added Regieleki today. Regieleki was added in place of Murkrow. I swapped out Ice Horse for Iron Bundle. Yeah, we're talking about my new competitive team, but like we're kind of dropping it now. Hey Jake. Don't forget Regieleki, honestly, the team's kind of... Yeah, again, this is merely iteration 3 of a metagame that is not even 2 days old yet. It is going through gradual improvements. I don't really care much for Regieleki right now, because a lot of what I'm ending up using it for is like the same thing that I use Bundle for. So it's like I should just use Bundle. Honestly, I might be adding in Tornadus. Because it's just like, my main issue right now is that Tornadus just is stupid. He's stupidly strong, but now, if I could use Tornadus for my own purposes, now we're cooking with gas. We are big time cooking with gas then. But also, you know, freaking Dragonite, Extreme Killer Dragonite is like still a scourge I need to deal with. Extreme Killer Dragonite is probably my least favorite thing in existence. I was debating adding Indeedee to the team just because of Dragonite being an issue. But it's also one of the things like, okay, I know Extreme Speed Dragonite is going to be a thing, so I can play around that. In a BO3. Taunt, Icy Wind... Bleak Wind, that's what it's called. I forgot what it is. That was Break Wind. Yeah, Bleak Wind. But it's just, it's freaking Dragonite. I just hate it. It is an 80 base power spread flying type special attack that has, I believe it is a 30% chance to drop speed. I have seen several Dragonite. I have seen several of them. And they're always those stupid, banded, Terranormal, gimmick bullshit ones, and I hate them. Wisconsin only knows what's about. I was debating adding in Thundurus, actually. But I might need Tornadus. The reason why I was thinking Thundurus is that so I can counter opposing Tornadus. Because Bleak Wind just does a lot of damage. It also doesn't help that my team is a little bit weak to flying. You know, String Cheese Man is just bad. With the loss of Murkrow to get rid of Good as Gold's debuff, Goldengo is really not worth running anymore. The Applejack's mask? What's the Applejack's mascot? What is Applejack's mascot? Oh, Goldengo. Yo, Goldengo is not good. Goldengo has very much begun sliding downhill. Ever since the first regulation was released, Goldengo's been going downhill. Now with Murkrow gone, it's like, yeah, no, it's not worth running anymore. Like, people are running Terra Water Goldengo to bait out, like, Heatran things. But at that point, you might as well just run Urshifu. Alright, I have to take the first villager in the campsite. Don't want the ugly thing on my island. What game are you playing, Mudkip? Are you doing Power Wash Simulator again? Are you power washing your simulator? Oh, Animal Crossing. Another game I don't play. Power Wash Simulator is amazing. I love how adamant you guys are about that game. Animal Crossing is such a chill game. I've heard good things, but I've also heard, like, people get kind of frustrated with it. Blunder policy. No! No blunder policy. Whoever created the blunder policy should be tried in a court of video game ethics. That item is trash. That thing was a mistake. Jig, stop lying. Quit your lying. It was a mistake. I can at the very least respect Bright Powder. I can respect the Bright Powder because I used to run a Sandvale Gligar in a Gen 3 draft with Bright Powder. Just for the cheese. Was it good? No, but it worked. You get a speed boost. Yeah, except the issue is you need to... Except the issue is you get a speed boost after you do nothing for a turn. Like, you are actively counting on something not working while they can set up. Not sure how long we're gonna be live for today, because, like, I am already right proper knackered. But I want to get this, Johnny. Run the policy bench. No! No! There is no blunder policy, Regieleki. Blunder policy Pokemon with no card. Does blunder policy trigger if you miss because, like, protect? Or no, does that not work? I don't think that works. Oh, Mungasas? Amangamangoombas? Amangamangoombas? Oogabugas? Oogabanungas? Mushroom? The shroom head? Yeah, Amoonguss is a Pokemon that has handed me my greatest defeat of all time. And now I have decided to make use of Amoonguss for my own purposes. Because now I will turn its evilness into my own victory. The Destroyer shall be my salvation. That which destroys dreams shall realize mine. Plus, it also helps with absolutely screwing over the people running that stupid Enamorous strategy. There is nothing that annoys me more than a one-trick. So it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna go Prankster, Eerie Impulse, Thunderous, onto Contrary Enamorous. Like, why? Why on a one-trick? It's a gimmick. It is very much. It's a one-trick overrated nonsense, and I look forward to seeing it drop. It's an interesting thing. It's just people use it as a one-trick gimmick. Wacko boingo, wacko boingo, boingo boingo. God, Mudkip, you saying that just put the Oingo Boingo outro for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure in my brain again, and I don't like it, but I'm also okay with it. You should do Wacko Boingo. I don't have a spare save file yet. I don't have a spare save file to presently do that with, Mudkip. I don't even know how to do it. Is that the only member of the Boingo Boingo. I don't know how to do it, Mudkip. I don't know how to do the thing. I mean, I despise all of the genies at present, aside from Landorus. Because Landorus is the easy one for me to destroy. Like, I do not like Thunderous. I don't like Tornadus. And Enamorous just annoys me because it's a damn one trick. Landorus is the easy one to get rid of because I have Iron Bundle. Landorus is allergic to Iron Bundle. Dio Blando is allergic to Freezy Ices. To Freezy Boy. It is allergic to the Delibot. The Delibot 9000. I'm really stuck between them. I'm gonna bring Goldengo and Flutter, like they deal massive damage, but Fluttermane is a piece of paper. I wouldn't say Fluttermane is a piece of paper. Fluttermane cannot take a physical attack, but specially it takes hits very well. Fluttermane is very specially bulky. That thing has survived Flash Cannon from Heatran. Regularly. The only reason my Fluttermane goes down to Flash Cannon from a Heatran is because mine is a Life Orb. And it puts me into that kill range. As in, like, it will reliably have me get destroyed by the Flash Cannon because of my recoil damage. They are not the same typing-wise. They're very different typings. Like, the resistances help Goldengo a lot more. Really good. Yeah, they're good for different things. Like, Fluttermane's is very good offensively. Bundles is good defensively. Not Bundles, Goldengo is good defensively. But it's like, Flutter's also, like, helps good defensively as well. It's like, there's in-betweens. I stand Fluttermane. In a world where Melty-Face Heatran is good, and Fluttermane can survive a hit from it, and outspeed it if you're not running Life Orb, I'd say that's pretty good. No, Fluttermane is weak to Steel and Ghost. If you Trash Lies it into Pure Fairy, it is weak to Poison and Steel then. It loses the Ghost weakness. I feel the one thing that is in Goldengo's corner, though, is Shampoo Existence and Ice Spinner. But I think otherwise, I'm probably going to go lean Fluttermane more than anything. I just like Fluttermane. It's really good. It also destroys Urshifu, which is another big thing. You know, deleting Urshifu from existence is kind of... I'd say it's kind of important to delete Urshifu when it is literally the second most prominent Pokemon. Mudkip, I'm going to slap you. I am going to slap you, Mudkip. But then, like, there are gonna be other Flutter. Well, yeah, but here's the thing. Goldengo is always gonna be weak to Fluttermane's Shadow Ball. So it's like, you have to make the choice. Hey, there's the first cat! There's the first pink toad Garfield! As we rant about Fluttermane. Meow. And I'm not running my replay buffer! I could have sworn I was running my replay buffer. Where the freak is... There it is. Alright, I'm gonna write down my timestamp. Yeah, it's a fairly noticeable change. I mean, it's more pink. It's very pink. Not that cat, that's not mongoose. Pong. Flip coin. It's like, I know that Make It Rain is the same thing as, like, just Payday just jacked up on roids, but still, I find it funny they can't run Payday. Cat. Cat. Cat trash favorite. Right after we catch the cat, we fall off a cliff. Right after that, we fall off a cliff. Do 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 do. One shiny down and one more to go. We need to finish the family because this cat is dumb. Yeah, this has been a shiny and I was kind of always worried about because it seems wherever I could hunt, there's always a whole bunch of other normal types nearby. It's like, no, this is like a fairly isolated area. No other normal types aside from the bird. So it's like it's a good spot. But yeah, my goal is to get both of the Meowth today. If we get both of them today, then that's good. I might honestly like push through until we get the second one, unless we go to like 5 sandwiches. There's a reason to be on your team. I mean, man, focus action good and surfable. Good. It won't be good, Mudkip. It won't be good. I feel to a degree Focus Sash is almost kind of not great right now because of Urshifu, unless you're running like a Pokemon that is resistant to water. But then again, I'm running my Urshifu with it because it's Fluttermane. It can kill Fluttermanes. God, it's like... Fluttermane is such a huge issue for me right now, but also, like, it's not as big of an issue. It's, right now, the issues of the genies. They did nerf Urshifu. I feel like Urshifu got taken down a bunch of pegs with terastallizing. Because, like, okay, well, things you want to use Surging Strikes on. Okay, just slap a rocky helmet on them. Terastallize into grass. And then Urshifu goes by. I'm tempted to make a competitive Pokemon at Focus and everything. I don't have enough space for Pikmin 4 demo. So what you're saying is, Jared, you need to give your game storage Bites of the Dust, though. Activate Bites of the Dust. They nerfed Rillaboom and buffed Lando. They didn't buff Landotherian. They did not buff Landorus. Trust me, they did not buff it. They buffed Incarnate Landorus. Not Blandorus. They did not buff Blandorus. No. They nerfed it. Because remember, Clear Amulet exists now. Do you mean Sandsear Storm? No Landorus is running Sandsear Storm. They are wrong. They are very much wrong if they said they buffed it. Landorus Incarnate was buffed because of Sandsear Storm, but you're not running special or even mixed Landotherian. Well, Shedinja with Focus actually is what you want to put on it, because it will keep it alive. So you actually do want to run Sash Shedinja. That was the meta thing to run. Alternatively, when Calyrex Ice Rider was around, you could alternatively run Safety Goggles. But yeah, no, most people will run Sash Shedinja. I really don't know if Flutter. I mean, you could also test out different teams with them. You know, if we get our different competitions, like, I would say Fluttermane if you're not running Heatran, you might want to do Goldango. But if you're running Melty Face, probably go with... If you're running Melty Face, you can go with Fluttermane, I think is probably the way of doing it. Melty Face! We are big fans of Melty Face Heatran. We are big fans of Melty Face. Melty Face. But yeah, I'm kind of glad that I'm not running a Trick Room Heatran team so I can actually use my shiny Heatran. It is good to know that Trick Room right now is heavily struggling. Hey, 5-0 first. One of the mods go grab 5-0 first. Link. But yeah, Trick Room right now is heavily struggling with, like, this, just the Blitzkrieg metagame that's running right now, where everything is just running super fast. And it's just like, your Trick Room users are not really as able to effectively deal with things. Like, there's Cresselia, but, like, Ursaluna gets obliterated by, like Urshifu can't one-shot it, but it can Aqua Jet follow-up. Glastrier is good if you're running Trick Room. You know, Glastrier on my team was effective at dismantling the genies, but my win numbers drastically shot up when I replaced it with Bundle. You know, without Trick Room, it struggles. It really struggles without Trick Room. Like, it's strong, but you'll find that things like Bundle do far better. But how you doing, 5-0 first? How ya doing? Yeah, if you're not doing that, then you want to go... If you want to have a strong physical ice type, I'd recommend then Shen Pao. And even then, like, Psychic Terrain and DD kind of struggles, because, like, Shen Pao is running Ice Spinner, and Ice Spinner removes terrains. So it's like, even then, still not really stopping those priority. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Like, there's so much to consider with this metagame. There is a great deal of compromise that must be made. And I don't know if I like that. I mean, in all sense, I actually do like it. I am a big fan of... I prefer Regulation C. I prefer Regulation B the most so far. Regulation B so far has been my favorite. If I were to rank the present regulations, it would be... Number 1 is Reg 2, Reg B. Then Reg A. Then Reg C. Then Reg D. I don't think Tail Room is good. Because the issue is, you have Trick Room that has to be dependent. You know, Tail Room I don't think is doing well right now. Like, unless you're just tacking on Cresselia to your team to set Trick Room to anti-Tailwind, maybe then yes. So, like, if you know they're gonna set up Tailwind and then you Trick Room on with, like, Cresselia to deliberately counter them, maybe then it would be good. But that feels like that's a best-of-3 system where, like, you need to know what their team is gonna be. You need to know that their team is dependent on Trick Room, on Tailwind. Yeah, there's a lot to consider with this metagame. I feel another reason why Urshifu's Ursaluna's like not doing too well is because of probably the 10 big Pokemon in this current metagame. 4 minimum just do not get hit by its ground moves. and the things you want to have ground for can just tear it into grass. Those guys are saying they will... Yeah. Those, right now, Urshifu and Tornadus, I would put money on those are going to be the high performers. Right now, Tornadus is, I think, number 3. Ranked number 3 right now for usage. Number 1 is obviously Queen Fluttermane. Queen Fluttermane is number top metagame. And then... freaking... Urshifu's number 2. I don't think Great Tusk Scarf is going to be too good. You gotta remember, what's the big things right now that are good? Flying types. Grass types. I don't quite think it's got what it takes when you're dealing with an overwhelming number of pure ground immunities. Which is realistically the biggest issue. And I need to get more tofu. Really solid on. Yeah, Great Tusk is... Yeah. Great Tusk is not doing great. There's not a lot of great stuff going on for Great Tusk is... Great Tusk is not Great Tusk right now. That's why I think, like, I think Sandy Shock's got potential. Hey, we're getting rated by Al! And yes, that was a pun. Sandy Shocks has potential. There's very little sun, all things considered, too. But welcome in, Scottish Princess. How are you doing? Hello, Mr. Al, trainer of aces. Hope you're doing delightfully well today. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Sandy Shock. I think it does. Some Overwatch. 1 shiny so far. 1 capped. The reason why I think that it's got potential is that you've got... You're an electric type. You're a relatively fast electric type. You have solid special bulk. And you can use, like, good electric, you use ground moves. You resist, of course, you have a resistance to the flying moves, the electric moves, you won't get paralyzed. But there's good things I think that Sandy Shock's got. I don't know how well it's going to be, but like, I think it's got potential. Wonderfully, asking how the team is going delightfully so well. We've already gotten 1 shiny Meowth, which we need more of. Where's the damn tofu? Where is the damn tofu? I mean, you've got electric moves. That's all you need. You've got Thunderbolt. You got Stab Thunderbolt. You're resistant to freaking... You're resistant to Bleak Wind. You're immune to getting para-haxed by Bolt, Storm. Ground type. No Terra Water. Well, you can just... You could Terrasilize into pure electric. Is the thing. You could get rid of that. You could just get rid of the ground typing. So I need to go grab some tofu. But if you guys haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And also, okay, there you got Al's link. I'm pretty sure this is the Aqualesia supermarket. Yep, Acquiesta supermarket. I love the music in Lavencia. It's very... The music in Lavencia is just a vibe. It is an absolute vibe. I'm seeing more Hydreigon. Yeah. I could see Hydreigon. Cause like Terra Poison, Hydreigon. I could see Terra Poison because there's no psychic types. Like with like, Indeedee is basically extinct at this point. Hydreigon could be a play. I might need to consider my Terra Steel Hydreigon again. I'm a big fan of my three-headed dragon. Indeedee is indeedee dead. It's like, what you have waited for has finally happened. Indeedee is finally dead. All it took was Urshifu becoming legal. Are you happy? Are you happy that all it took was Urshifu and the genies to just destroy everything? I love how you're just yes. Just zero regrets. Laurentis. That's gonna be a future hunt, Mudkip. Hey, Blorb. Blorb. No remorse. No remorse. It's not a cat. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be imps. It's not a cat. Like every time you say it's a different animal. Like I think that's the best part. Okay, why is the tofu still jiggling? Why do we have jiggle physics tofu? This is unsettling. Jiggle physics tofu. It's Indeedee, but I'm pretty sure it's an imp. Well, imps are fairies. Tofu from Wisconsin. What the hell is tofu even made of? We're doing well, King Saris. How are you doing? And again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more if you haven't done so already. Tofu's made it. I can believe that. I had a dream. I'm not sure how to respond to that. I'll be real. I don't know how to respond to that. At all. Ah, so you beat Shovelface. You have defeated Shovelface. That is my least favorite boss fight in that entire game, and that says a lot. As silly as it is. Created curds. The curds are pressed and connected to the gelatinous white blocks. That sounds disgusting. That sounds absolutely disgusting. He's like, the one thing I do like about the noble Pokemon in Legends, though, is that just as the game goes on, the nobles just get progressively bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, you go from a relatively tame, you know, regular-sized Kleavor, regular-sized, if not, you know, larger than average, you know, a bit of a bigger, you know, Hisuian Lilligant. Then you go to, you know, pretty big Hisuian Arcanine, which is, you know, kind of big, kind of scary, but kind of good doggo. And then you go to... What the hell was the fourth noble Pokemon? I don't even remember what it was. Or was I missing the third one? Oh, Electro was the fourth one. No, Electro was just, like, gigantic. And then you go to Hisuian Avalugg, a.k.a. Shovelface, who is just literally Godzilla. Oh, that's what I call Arcanine. Cause we call one of our friends Volcanic one of our friends of Volcanic Arcanine. They always had an R at the end of it, sometimes, and because I took French in middle school, I would always read, middle school and high school, I took French. Anytime I see an ER, because in French, ER is pronounced A, so I just would pronounce N that ended in ER as an A, and eventually morphed over time into Volcanic Arcanine. Like, I know the Pokemon Escavalier is pronounced Escavalier, but for so many years, I called it Escavalier. And it's like, it has only been relatively recently, like, within the past, like, 2 years, have I, like, started to break from that. Because I've been having to say Pokemon's names out loud more. But also, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more absolutely stupid shenanigans like this. But yeah, like, I do love how the nobles just got progressively bigger as time went on to eventually just turn into freaking kaiju. And I even called that, by the way. I just said, watch them just make, like, the final noble, like, just a kaiju. You're just fighting Godzilla at this point. And, like, you know what you do? You fight Hisui and Shovelface. I do find it funny, though, that almost every, like, most of the nobles actually have a double weakness. Hisui and Lilligant, weak to flying. Double weak to flying. Arcanine, double weak to water and ground. Iceberg Shovelface is weak to both double weak to fighting and double weak to steel. So it's like, they made those battles very easy. And as a guy who loves battling, I don't know how to feel about that. Where, like, they have very, very exploitable typing weaknesses. The hardest noble fight in that game, I will say, is Kleavor. I legitimately think Kleavor is the hardest fight of the nobles in that game. Just because, at that point in the game, you really don't have a lot of Pokemon that are good against Kleavor's typing. If you picked your Cyndaquil as your fire starter, well, it's weak to rock. If you picked Rowlet, well, Rowlet's still weak to rock. It was like, I legitimately will say, for the point in the game you're at, Kleavor is probably the hardest noble fight. Hello there, Anakin. How are you doing? A casual dip in a pool of lava. Football bird. Do not punt the Rowlet, Mudkip. We do not condone punting Rowlet. And again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Yeah, Oshawa's, like, the one that is, like, good matchup. But I also go with, like, more often than, like, what statistically there are more matches people are going to have. Because, you know, if you assume a 30-30, a 35-30, a 33-33-33 distribution of, like, you know, 1/3 picks each of the starters, 2/3 of the players are going to have a disadvantage directly against Kleavor. And even then, Kleavor's stats are really damn good. You really don't have anything on par with Kleavor stat-wise for a long time in the game. Well, it's not a soccer ball. A soccer ball would be a perfectly spherical Pokemon. Which, I think the only, like, spherical bird is, Natu. Because Rowlet is more of an oval. It is more egg-shaped. Egg. So Rowlet is football. It's a football, not a football. Football, as they say in Europe land. In Euroland. Fry up Rowlet. Do not fry up Rowlet! We do not condone hurting Rowlet here. Rowlet is a good being and deserves all the head paths. Rowlet is very friend. Rowlet is highly friend. Give me my shinies. Give me my shiny game. Give me the stupid shiny cat. Give me the stupid shiny cat. You played Legends, and if so, what started you pick? I've played Legends 2 times, and first time I picked Cyndaquil, second time I picked Rowlet. At least golfing people can, as golfing people can do. Golf. That actually reminds me, Mudkip, if there's a golf GIF you need to remind me to send you. Because this is one of my favorite GIFs I have saved in my favorites. No, I will not send it now, Mudkip. I am busy. If I find the stupid cat, I will send you it now. If I find the cat, I will send you the GIF mid-sandwich. Interesting. Premier is a cool one. Yeah, Alola is the only region where I would say all 3 starters are in my top 10 favorites. And I also am a big fan of all 3 starters. It's like, number one's Incineroar. Number 1 is Incineroar for that region. But I do like the other 2. They're really neat. Do 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 do. Nope. Do not condone hurting Rowlet. It is indeed overhated. It is indeed very overhated. There's a list, a very long list of overhated Pokemon. There's a very, very long list of overhated Pokemon. I'm gonna listen while I read JoJo. I forgot how just great and how much of a dick Dio is in part 3. It's just like, yes, this is the scenery chewing that Dio does throughout just like any one of his scenes is fantastic. It's like, you hate the guy, but he is so entertaining. There's my least favorite Pokemon, so it's overrated. I would say Charizard is both overrated and overhated. It's a very weird case of being both. Because, like, people do go out of their way to specifically dislike Charizard more than usual because it is generally a little bit more promoted than others. So it's like, because it gets pushed more, it's overrated, but also because it gets pushed so much, people will intentionally hate it more. It's a very weird anomaly. Personally, I would say I do like Charizard. Not one of my favorites, but I would say I don't dislike it. I can respect it. I have not seen the next 7-star Terra Raid. I didn't know it was out already. I don't think the next 7-star Terra Raid has been released yet. Hey, go Looper. What I mean is, like, not revealed it. They revealed it already. Interesting. What is it? Well, you need that Charmander. You need a Charizard to complete the DEX to get the shiny charm in that game. Who's trying to argue that Charizard doesn't get special treatment, proving it gets special treatment? Yeah, it's like... Wait, is Foos doing that right now live in his Shiny-thon thing? It's like, it gets special treatment. If you say it doesn't get special treatment, you are delusional. It very much does get special treatment. Fairy Terra Delphox. That's gonna be annoying. Terra Fairy Delphox. Alright, freaking heck, what are we even gonna use against that thing? Cause Poison and Steel are weak to Fire and Psychic. Well, I'm gonna have to get scripting. I'll need to get looking into the stats for that. Yeah, I'll need to look into what could even be, like, good against it, because, like, Delphox gets a lot. I have a feeling special attackers are going to be off the table to a degree, because I'm expecting Mystical Fire spam left, right, and center from that bullshit. I'm expecting Overheat, Psychic or Psyshock, Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, and Calm Mind. Hello, Nuggo. You gotta remember, level 7 raid bosses have 30 or 35 times normal health. And Delphox is not that slow. Like, it's not fast, but it's not slow. So it's like, it's got usable enough speed. I feel like if you could skill swap, say, like, Flash Fire onto... Well, what am I saying? Heatran. I'm a dumbass. Just bring Heatran. It's a Steel type. It's immune to fire. Just use Heatran. Just bring Melty Face. Just always bring Melty Face. Well, then again, if it has... Well, then again, it can't use Mystical... Well, Calm Mind. Then there's Calm Mind, which is a problem. But then again, that's what, like, Haze and Clear Sonic does for. It's going to be a bit tricky to figure out how to counter Delphox. But I've got plans. I think I will have a loner. I feel like Taunt... And the hard part is what the hell the thing is going to be running. Let's get Focus Miss. We have Focus, but it's Focus Miss. And I don't think it's going to be using Focus Miss. Maybe it will, but, like... they could probably give Focus Miss, though. I'm fairly certain Heatran can take a Focus Miss, though. Unless, of course, Delphox is boosting itself up with it. I feel like it... Oddly, I feel, to a degree, Skeledirge could be good. Because if Delphox is going to use something like Calm Mind, you can just use Unaware to bypass that and just use Torch Song. Whoever invented golf is the person who invented golf, Mudkip. I do not insult Skeledirge. Do not. We will not tolerate the slander of Skeledirge here. We enjoy the yelly face wave cannon, Croco. Try to go off on ice. I don't know, because I'm moron. They're a moron. Because it wasn't hard to figure out. You said skeleton. They're like, okay, Skeledirge. As well as we were talking about Skeledirge. No, I don't golf, Mudkip. It could not possibly mean me when I don't golf. And we still got some time left. I want to get the stupid cat. Can't blame me, because that's something you would do. Least favorite. Really? That's something. Yeah, my least favorite of the Gen 9 starter evolution is Meowscarada. I am not a fan of Meowscarada. Yeah, we're 3 for 3 on starters that have a Protean as their hidden ability, or a clone of Protean as my least favorite starter from that region. What a shock. I can't believe there's a game where one of the levels is based around golf. I can believe it. I can believe that. Come on, stupid Meowth. Appear already. Figuring out the Delphox thing is going to be a bit tricky. Well, the thing is, we know that Sly is a simp, Mudkip. So, we know that there's only 2 categories. Potentially 1. And we know Boom Guy Slyman falls into one of them. Boom Guy Slyman. Boom Guy Slyman. I was not gonna do that, but I would say yes. I still love that he still does not. He's still going for that female one. He's talking about like shiny number 8. Hey Ranger, how you doing? One of the mods, go grab Ranger's link. Hope you're doing well. The Boom Guy Slyman. I'm doing okay. We're just looking for the stupid cat. We just want the stupid shiny cat. I am glad you're doing good. Get the ball. Get the ball, get the ball, get the ball. Egg the best with shiny Spirit Tomb. Yes! The only other way to do it would be to reset hunt it in this game. Which, soft reset hunting in this game is very convoluted and complicated. And it's something. It's not at all fun. It is the best way is to egg hunt it. Hey Ember! One of the mods go grab Ember's link as well as Ranger Plays link. How you doing, Ember? How are you doing, Ember? Yeah, because the thing is, the odds of actually getting a shiny Spirit Tomb from that, I believe, is higher than even just full odds normally. Because the same odds as getting a shiny from a Terra raid. Ah, you've been doing TTK all day. How has the Tears of the Kingdom been going? Oh, is it just like just generalized Zelda games, not just TOTK? How has it been going? Have you been doing the Master Swordy things? Have you been doing the swordy things? Sword ed things, one could almost say. Actually, Sly actually simply falls into his own category. Exactly. Yeah, I could see that Mudkip. He falls into his own category. Sly just makes it too easy for things like that. It's like, we love you, Sly, but like you make it too easy to take pot shots like that. I've been blowing up the game. So what you're saying is you've been getting a whole lot of bombs. Also, Ember, here's a fun thing you can do. You can, if you have auto build, and you have, like, if you fuse just 2 bomb barrels together, you can just infinitely spawn bomb barrels with auto build wherever you want to just drop them on the ground. It's so stupid, I love it. You can literally just bombard everything. Wacko boingo. Boingo boingo. See, now you're making me want to go rewatch Phantom Blood Battle Tendency and Stardust Crusaders through Diamond is Unbreakable and Golden Wind, but not watch Stone Ocean. Lovely. Somehow I'm doing a challenge run with Ancient Weapons only and all the shrines of the Master Sword Trials with all 3 of them. Nice. Wacko boingo, something good. Yeah, it does. It does sound like a stand. It sounds like a stand. Stone Ocean is good. I just don't care about Jolene. I don't like her character. I prefer the other protagonists. I also just don't really find the story of Stone Ocean as interesting, because knowing the end result is like, okay, well, it's like, stand wacko boingo. You wacko. No, the stand wacko boingo. It whacks you, and then you just turn into rubber. So you just bounce everywhere after that. Because it's mostly, I just don't really find Stone Ocean that interesting. It's like, Father Pucci is just Dio, but less interesting and less entertaining. And I just don't care for the characters. It's like, I just don't care for it. The only one of the characters I can say I really do like is the kid. But it's like, that's it. I don't care for like any of the characters. Aside from when you get Jotaro, the best moments of Stone Ocean is when Jotaro comes back. And then he just like freaking hacks off to nowhere. Because of reasons. And he just doesn't come back until like the literal last 3 episodes. I was like, no. What's good against Fluttermane? Steel and Ghost. Or do you mean what Pokemon are? Okay. So you mean what Pokemon are good against it? Heatran Melty Face. And, that's about it. I would say that is about it. There's not much. Maybe Scarf Urshifu. If you can outpace Fluttermane. There's the final cat! Whenever we talk about Pokemon that are just broken beyond belief and competitive, we always find our shinies. It's fine time the one time we aren't talking about a cat is when we find a shiny cat. I can now end stream whenever I want and feel completely satisfied. Just want to make some fucking blood. Fluttermane do be kind of scary. Fluttermane do be a little bit scary. The sleepy cat. Meowth the sleepy. Doot 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 doot. I don't even know what to go shiny hunt now. Where's Stantler? Metal happens. If that happens, just always happen. Well, the thing is, if I always talk about competitive, then it will never always happen. Yeah, we got the shiny on it. Okay, let's go see where Stantler is. Doot, 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 doot. Give me my shiny, stupid deer. Oh, God, there's like no... Oh, God, that's where it appears. God, that sucks. It's a garbage spawn location, though. I mean, I guess I could tolerate it. I could tolerate that. We also do need, Litleo and Pyroar. Oh, right. Stupid Oink thing's also here. And then there's Vigoroth. We also need Vigoroth. So I guess we could just do this. I guess we could do this. And I mean, also Yungoos. We do need Yungoos. So we need most of the things here other than Oink thing. Other than the stupid Oink thing, we need everything. It's not a psychic type. Stantler is pure normal. Yes, we need Zangoose. But we also need a lot of normal types around here, so we might as well just run a normal sandwich around here. But yeah, we need a number of normal types. Like Teddiursa. For a second, I thought that Squawkabilly was a shiny Teddiursa. Welcome back, Omar. Hi, back. How are you doing? I'm Maxus. God, what? Why does it feel like the movement here is so sluggish? This area's movement speed definitely feels sluggish. Then again, you're probably intended to be this is like the first area you go to. So maybe that's why. Oh, wow, we really got that shiny towards the end of that sandwich. Holy freaking crap. All right. That was successful. So we got the stupid cat. We got the stupid cat. I think we'll run one more sandwich. Okay, now all right, we're calling it a night here. I'm tired. I am this close to just clocking out right now, so I think we're calling it a night now. But it is raid time. Hey, Mudkip, we can't all be inhuman robots like you. We're not all robots who just survive purely on the suffering of others. Let's go raid Humberto. Let's go raid Humberto. See you guys next time. Let's roly-goly out. Goodbye.